Hello, and welcome to the Start Your Semester Strong presentation given by Disability Services. This presentation was made by Cara Miller and Ulysses Mendoza in the Disability Services office at CU Boulder. Before we begin, some important accommodate reminders. If you haven't already submitted your semester requests, please submit them today. If you have need for any additional accommodations, feel free to submit a supplemental request through the Accommodate portal. And lastly, if you have any disability-related concerns, please set up a meeting with your access coordinator through our front office. Be sure to check your access coordinator's spring 2022 office hour availability as well. To begin, we're going to discuss how to improve your time management. We're going to go over these 3 steps seen on screen. Step 1 is to create a schedule at the beginning of each semester. Typically, professors provide a syllabus with a class calendar of known assignments, tests, projects, and papers. You should include all these known due dates for all of your classes in one calendar so that you can easily keep track of assignments. Be sure to take notes of times when you will have high academic demands. For example, if you have lots of assignments or a few tests that you need to study for one week. Also, take note of time when you will have more flexibility in your schedule to spend on recreational activities. It's important to also include co-curricular activities and times, such as work hours, meetings, social commitments, and out-of-town weekends. Most importantly, you should keep your schedule up to date and change things as times change. Here on screen is shown a website passion planner that has a wide variety of planners, both physical and electronic, that you can use to help keep track of your time. However, this is not the only resource available to track your time. Google Calendars is another amazing tool to help create and follow your schedule. Google Calendar is an app that you can download on your phone so you can always have your schedule with you. Another advantage of Google Calendar is the ability to set reminders. You can set custom notifications so that you get a notification minutes, hours, days, or even weeks before something is due. Reminders can be either sent by email or as notifications straight to your phone. This feature is especially helpful for one-time appointments you might forget, and you can even include descriptions, images, and links in the event. Now, with your semester schedule built, we can focus on step 2, assessing and planning your workload each week. Make a list of what you have to accomplish during the upcoming week, including class assignments and attendance. You should be as inclusive as possible when making your list of tasks for the weeks, including schoolwork, co-curricular activities, work hours, errands, exercise, meals, and time with your friends. Everything takes time, so it's best to plan ahead. Next, you should estimate how long each task will take. This is an essential step in building an accurate and effective schedule, yet is often overlooked. We suggest that you estimate conservatively if you don't know how long something will take and adjust your schedule daily if a task takes longer than you initially planned. It's helpful to also track all the time that you spend working on assignments so that you can better estimate how long tasks will take. And finally, we reach step 3, adjusting your schedule each day. Start by writing out a schedule at the beginning of each day, including uncompleted tasks from the previous day, as well as new tasks. This should only take a few minutes because you can use your weekly calendar to help schedule it quickly and make sure that you don't miss any assignments. As you write out your daily schedule, be sure to assess the priorities of some activities, as some might be needing to be completed that day, while others may be optional or due later. You should prioritize more urgent tasks over others, making sure that you also have time to complete assignments that are next due. After you've completed your daily schedule, take a minute to evaluate it. Is it realistic given the amount of time each task will take? If not, move on to move less important items to the next day. Once you have gone through your day, take a minute in the evening to evaluate your schedule again. Did you accomplish everything on your list? If you didn't, why not? Was the schedule unrealistic or was your time management ineffective? And most importantly, what adjustments can you make in the future for your schedule to work better for you? So I'm going to give you some strategies to help ensure that your schedule is effective. First, identify your most productive time of the day. Some students tend to have their best study hours in the morning, while some might have it midday or at night. Study during the time of day that feels most productive to you, and start with the most difficult and boring subjects first, as these present more of a challenge so that you want to tackle them when you are less fatigued. We highly recommend that you use the same study place every time, as this helps create a routine and an academic environment, similar like going to the same classroom for every subject. Shown on screen is a diagram of Bloom's taxonomy, which looks at different levels of engaging with knowledge. On the bottom level, one is able to recognize and recall facts as you move up, and as you move up through the diagram, the engagement with the material increases, such as the application of facts and using your knowledge to create new understanding. It is important to practice active study methods as opposed to passive. Passive studying tends to happen when one is not engaged with material. For example, writing down word for word out of the textbook, or simply plugging in formulas without understanding why exactly you are using them, as opposed to drawing connections between readings, examples, and other materials, also known as mind mapping, or self-questioning to check your own understanding. It's important to stay in the realm of active studying. One method to kind of help you make the most out of your study time is called the sticky note study method. Using sticky notes, write down the specific assignments or time chunks for studying and break them down into manageable chunks. Once you've completed one task or amount of studying, move it into the complete section. It helps to use different color notes for different classes to see how much time you're spending on each class. Some more strategies to help focus your study time. Use the library on campus, as it is a space dedicated to quiet studying and will help reinforce your productivity. It's important to reduce distractions as much as possible, such as turning your phone on Do Not Disturb and putting yourself in an environment where you are least likely to get off task. One creative solution to avoiding distractions on your phone, especially, is the forest application. When you want to focus, open the app to plant a tree, and the tree will grow as long as the app is open. If you close out or leave the app, the tree will die. This is available in the App Store, Google Play, and as a Chrome extension. It functions similarly to internet blockers, but not quite as extreme. It also allows you to change the amount of time you want to stay focused, and you can use it to stay focused in a variety of situations. Some more strategies to optimize using your time. Use your wait time, especially if you use public transportation to commute to and from campus. You can get some work done while you're on the bus or even just sitting between classes. It's helpful to get into the mindset of treating school like your full-time job. Try to accomplish as many of your school tasks as possible within the concentrated period of time, such as 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you fully use these hours for attending class and studying, you'll have more time to spend with your friends in the evenings and on the weekends. And here are some final tips for organization. Use a notebook, daily planner, or an electronic planner, but pick one that works for you and make it as easy as possible to keep track of your calendar. Get organized during the first 15 minutes of your day, planning out everything you need to accomplish on that day. Your desktop can easily get cluttered as a student, so take time to regularly clean it out and only keep active projects on there. Make an action area on your desk to use as your workspace. Be sure to have all the necessary materials for whatever project you are working on easily available in your action area, and keep it as organized as possible. Keep in mind that the more often you use something, the easier it should be to access. And before we end, here are some last tips for success at the university. Be sure to utilize both your professors and your access coordinator's office hours. Schedule with your academic advisor to review degree programs and plan for your future semesters. For students with disabilities, be sure to check in with your access coordinator if you need any additional accommodations. Be aware of important dates, such as withdrawal deadlines, breaks, and finals, and you could even include those in your semester calendar. And finally, be sure to utilize resources as a CU student, and feel free to reach out if you need any assistance finding the correct resource. Included on this slide are some potential academic resources, including ASAP Tutors, which provides tutoring for students living on campus, and some of the academic coaching programs on campus within the College of Arts and Sciences, Exploratory Studies, and the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences. Additionally, if you are a student registered with the Office of Disability Services, you are able to utilize the Disability Services Peer Academic Coaching Program. Please reach out to us at dsprograms@colorado.edu if you have any interest in using academic coaching. Finally, thank you so much for watching this presentation. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to dsprograms@colorado.edu for any more information.